Want to sign the sheet one at a time, state your name, Tony Wrightson.
Tony Wrightson, 215 Grass Island Avenue, Jessup, PA. I'm here concerned about my water issues. I talked to Randy about this, and I gave you the pictures. Now, those pictures are probably about an hour after the rain. There was a gentleman that came up there during the rain, Chuck Ferris.
Yeah.
He said he was here as an engineer.
He used to be a contractor.
I have no, he agreed with everything I said. I thought maybe he'd be here tonight, but he didn't come here tonight. But I would appreciate that gets taken care of. It's getting worse. I mean, it's going on 5 years now.
All right, well,
Now, they put the drain in the field, but it's bypassing.
It looks like it's too high. The drain looks like it's too high up.
It's just in the wrong spot.
For some reason, it collected at the beginning, then they collect the water no more.
Does it what?
How many feet do we put in a pipe?
150 feet.
feet?
Yeah.
150 feet of pipe.
But it's just not, it's not working. I mean, it's coming down, and I mean, I lost about 2 feet of height in my yard.
Not this rainstorm, the rainstorm before, we thought it was coming from third base to the girls, the water. It's a little bit's coming, but it's not coming from there.
But the Lipnicki's up on the corner, he had to go out and build a dam and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming down 247,
Yeah.
it's a mess. I'm surprised the rain's not coming.
No, I'm not, but don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, if you come, I'd appreciate you calling me. I'm going out of town Friday, coming Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday or 1 o'clock.
241-3263.
So now if you start getting calls,
everybody knows my
don't blame
number
us.
now. 241-3263.
Oh, I'm breaking.
All right, I'll be 2 in the morning, I'll be getting calls. Okay, that's that. Now, the other day, I got a concerned citizen came to my yard, and he took a ride up on the mountain. And he had 2 concerns. One was, he was asking, why are they putting chemicals on Sunset Drive Road? And I have pictures to show you that. I mean, I don't know if it's PP&L or whoever's doing it, but all the way up on that road, they are pretty nasty. They're burning up the day. I don't know what they're using.
Who's doing it?
I have no clue.
I was told PP&L is doing it to clean the vegetation around the poles, but I'm not sure. It was on the pole, I think.
No, right on Sunset.
Over the
Right
pole.
on, at Sunset.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tony, is it the entire length of the road?
Right hand side.
Right outside.
All the way. The guy came to my house.
I've never edited them.
Oh, it's right side road.
Yeah.
Fall down on the
No, you have? Because we said we would.
And then while we were there, to get past a certain area, while we were there, they had the road blocked. And someone was putting up a gate. So I asked, why are we putting up a gate? And they said, well, we're blocking the road. And I asked, who said this? And they said, Mr. Rinaldi. So he's putting a gate across the road so the quads and everything can't go up there. So I assumed it was a borough road, but I'm not an official. So I contacted the police, and the police contacted Mr. Fetchel. And Joe Fetchel went up, and he stopped him. And I thank Joe for that, because somebody could have got killed. I mean, if they put a gate across it, and the guy doesn't know it's there. So I don't know, is that a borough road? Sure.
Yes.
So are they allowed to put a gate there? I called Ricky,
No.
but he was tied up.
Joe called me too, and I spoke to him, and they
And
absolutely can't do
here's
it.
where they were putting that.
Yeah, I was up there last night. They opened
Yeah.
it. They didn't take it down, they opened it.
The gate's not up.
Pretty quick to say that.
Well, it's tight up, but it's open.
But they were drilling there, and Joe told them there's gas lines under that. Now, aren't they not supposed to have permits for that? Drilling holes. Well, I thought you had to contact the gas
So the
company.
point is they can't put a gate in. They should have been putting a gate across the borough road to begin with.
So I thank that citizen that came come, I mean, no, he gave it, and he was concerned. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
The only other one to sign is Steve. Here.
Yeah, Attorney Evans, he left.
Anybody want to speak that, I know you raised your hand before?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Go ahead.
Vanessa Terzoni, 507 Clarkson Avenue. I'm just wondering if there's any sort of enforcement that can be done to clean up the two properties across the street from my house. It's been a disaster. It looks like a junkyard, and it's been like that for years, and it's just getting worse. And I'm really just tired of looking at it. I said I'm gonna.
Clarkson.
On Clarkson Avenue.
Yeah, and I have pictures also if you'd like to see them.
I know the problem, I know.
It's the 812 Church Street, and he owns that
Next to the
sidewalk.
brick building.
And as well as the red brick building, you know, there's
Jump
a
car.
junk car there now. The roof is starting to cave in. It's just he's not maintaining the grass. And, you know, it just makes our street look terrible. I mean, that whole block looks a mess.
Is that where that swimming pool is?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, well, it's an eyesore. I mean, we're looking at it constantly right across the
Yeah,
street.
property you're talking about, I know exactly where you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a mess. And, you know, I hate to be complaining about people in our town, but you gotta be respectful to your neighbors as well, and as I am to them. And right now, it's just been going on way too long, and I honestly can't take it.
Tomorrow, Rick, I know the homeowner, property. She's talking about it. They're gonna probably go wild.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it does need to be cleaned up. It's pretty bad.
You live right behind Borough, right? Is it the first
Alongside of Mariah.
She's talking about it.
yeah,
Right.
That's where they live.
that's, yeah, the gray house right next to hers.
We'll contact the owner, we don't.
That's where they closed up the big brown pool, right?
Yeah, they took out that broken down wooden fence and then they replaced it with a chain link, and he started to do some work, but it's just a mess there. It's just a mess. It's, you know, overgrown grass, there's a lot of junk just laying around, and, you know, if you can just clean it up a little bit.
Well, we'll do it, I'll get Rick, the homeowner's name after the.
Yeah, and right next to that is the junk car. It's
It's
not his.
related to the red brick building, and that's just been sitting there now too.
Oh, you got a legitimate complaint, I know,
Yeah.
because I walked out.
We have one more too, if you want to say about the.
Yeah, one more thing. I live on the Grassy Island Avenue, 405 Grassy Island Avenue, Rich Terzoni. About the tractor-trailer issues that are occurring down that street. They're using their Jake brakes like crazy. They're just vibrating the house. I mean, if we can put a sign up, no Jake brake. I mean, I mentioned it once before.
You have to pass an ordinance.
You have to pass an ordinance?
Which I have to ask, because I don't like to be stupid, but I don't know what a Jake break is, so.
Well, it's where they're going, the tractor trailers are going down the street and they'll be, they're actually going too fast.
Okay.
They have to slow them down, shit. You know, I mean, it is. Yeah, that was from my CDL.
I haven't driven my truck in a long time.
Also, I have one more thing. I put some chairs out when I was gonna cut the grass.
And they were
You
taken?
know, a bunch of wooden chairs, and Adirondack.
They're wooden Adirondack chairs with footstools, clearly not.
I just moved them on the blacktop just to cut the grass, and I cut the grass, and then I weed whacked, and I went to start the grill, and then they were gone.
Oh my God.
I mean, I
You should know anything on the sidewalk that just is fair game, buddy. Somebody out there, a few years ago, somebody took my grill. I put the grill out the hose, and by the time they came back with the hose, the grill was gone.
yeah, they took my sweeper too. I have a cleaning business. I
There you
took
go.
the sweeper out, and just went in the house and it was gone.
Yeah, I understand. Wait, he has one more thing, but he's.
I forgot what it was now. Yeah, but anyway, I said I put the chairs out. Maybe they thought it was junk or not, but I mean they weren't. And my buddy across the street has cameras facing our house, and he looked at it, and there was a silver Dodge Ram 4-door pickup truck with diamond plate toolbox on it. Oh, he has the surveillance pictures too for when they broke the windshields of the cars. He said he has it on tape, he keeps it for 30 days. So if you want to contact him, he said he needs the date. I forgot the date on it. But he said he more likely he has it on. All right, everyone's done right now.
Vicky, I did see Corinne's car parked there.
As far as their concerns about, can we pass a property maintenance ordinance in this town? Because it's not just in her neighborhood, it's in my neighborhood, it's in everybody's neighborhood. We need some kind of property maintenance ordinance.
Yes.
We take care of our properties and we have neighbors that don't, and
We do.
we do have one? Is it
It's
enforced?
not called a property maintenance ordinance, it's called a nuisance ordinance. And it includes a lot of things. There's a dangerous structure ordinance. So there are some devices available.
Come on, my block then. Well enforce it.
Yeah, the one on the corner there. It's,
Well, it needs to be enforced. The complaints need to be made. We all have the same problems that she was complaining about in everybody's neighborhood in town. But if we don't start enforcing these ordinances, we have, why have them?
right.
And the Sterry Creek problem, we're going on 20 years, we're talking it's gonna be $2 million. 10 years ago, it might have only been $1 million. Sooner or later, we have to take care of this. You can't keep putting Band-Aids on an infrastructure problem.
That's right, it's trying to do something.
Well, all this economic development out there, and it all comes down to a water connection with Sterry Creek. So now we're gonna stop all economic development on that side of the mountain. Well, that's what it comes down to. Let's fix the problem so we can continue on.
We're doing our best. We're doing our best.
I understand, and it takes money, but we have flood protection as far as the Looney store, and the most important part of that is behind the houses that get flooded, and we have nothing.
Well, we tried it last year too, they wouldn't give us access from Oliver. So our hands got tied there, and then we had the Army Corps of Engineers come in, and our hands got tied there. So it's not that we've ignored the problem, I mean, Sherry knows.
No, I didn't say you ignored it,
trying
I'm
to
just
do
saying we
but-
have to, you know, resolve these issues. You can't just keep coming here every month complaining about the same thing.
Anybody else?
Lee Sebastianelli, 1010 Ward Street, Jessup. First of all, I'd like to thank, as a member of the Santa Balda Society, the Jessup Police Force for once again a safe race with the runners and the crowd control. Thank you very much. First of all, I'm going to go to a problem that I brought up 2 years ago here at council, and I showed council pictures of a home on the corner of Ward and Powell. I spoke to Bob Brunza. He told me it would have been taken care of by December, last December. It's getting worse as time goes on. I mean, I don't know how it survived the winter. You people, I don't want to say the name, you people know the house that it is. It's on the corner of Powell, and I still have those pictures from 2 years ago, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So if something could be done, I look at it every day. Someone walking by, if there's a windstorm, is going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt there. I'm telling you, kids play in the parking lot there. There's no windows. It's deplorable. It truly is. And like I said, it's not only on my street. It's on a lot of streets. And I think we work hard to keep our houses to look nice, you know. And I don't think we should have to look at something like that. For sure. Okay.
One thing that might, Jeff Smith, one thing that might help you with your the building permit, after 5 years within the state of PA, if you accepted the national building codes, you lose your permit if it's not complete. So I don't know when they started.
Under the UCC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have a date of a start, 5 years out, that permit is gone.
Yeah, under building.
Yeah.
They were, I think they were talking about the zoning, Jeff, but you're right.
So you can enforce something on that side.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I don't have my name down, but I'd like to say something about a dilapidated property on Center Street, near the end of the street. And the house is, well, the man is in the nursing home now, and now I noticed they put the house up for sale. But there's so much garbage. When they were told about this house years ago, they put up a fence to cover all the inside garbage of the, behind the house. And now they have all the garbage coming out of the, by the, where you would go into the door. And now I see where they have a for sale sign on the house. I mean, a good wind, and this house is gonna go that way, this way. Something should be done.
Is that where is that, when you turn onto Center Street, where is it, at the
Well,
other end, or
if you're coming up, if you're coming up Hill Street,
right,
and you turn into Center Street, it's Mary Ann's house, being Curly's, and it's their third, it's, well.
I'm sure if I turned and drove by, I'd see it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you won't miss it.
Is it this, the one that, where the gentleman used to go collecting, garbage? In the truck? That
No,
one,
no,
right.
that guy is gone. He's
I know.
gone.
They got a new guy now.
No, this,
Oh, does he have a new truck?
no, this guy, this house is on Center Street. That other one was across the street from me on Clarkson Avenue.
Oh, okay.
But this man, and I feel bad because I know him all my life and I know the family. But the house is, I can't even describe it, it's so terrible. You'd have to really go there and look at it, and how a realtor could even go there and put their name on that house to sell it. You couldn't even walk into it. I mean, it's a serious, and when you walk by it, the smell is unreal. Yeah, I think something should be done, really. No, it's not. I didn't think it was
And check
That's the 5-year-old, the one across from me now, they haven't done it.
At least.
The back of the house, you know. What's that back of the house?
It's awful.
No siding.
No roof,
No
nothing. No
Couple
windows.
Can we give Brunzo a list and have him come and report on this stuff next month?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
They should just knock their house down.
And stop using the backyard for storage. He's got a beautiful van.
Can I ask one more question? I know you don't like when I ask questions, but I will. No, he told me that one time.
Let the record show you weren't pointing at me.
But up on the highway past St. John's Cemetery, somebody cut down a whole bunch of trees and stuff, and they left them, they didn't clean it up, they left it, and it's a big pile of shrubs and trees and grass and everything that's just left there. And that's huh?
oh, that's the county.
Well, they left that like that. They cut everything down and left it on the ground. I mean, aren't they supposed to clean it up?
Free firewood.
Get the work release.
That's the county.
They are gonna clean it. They are gonna clean it eventually.
As soon as they find a developer, that'll be all cleaned up.
Oh, so in other words, it could rot until.
Yeah. You need wood?
And on a lighter note, a fun note, we would like everybody to save the date of September 13th, because that's the day we're going to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Jessup 21st Century Association at Fiorelli. So keep us in mind. We'd love to have everybody join us there. You'll see something in the paper soon. Okay? Thank you.
Folks, we need to have a brief executive session regarding a personnel matter, so if you could stick around just for a little bit after, please.
Just one thing on what Reed said about Sacramento. Okay, it was a great day. No doubt about it.
Yeah, it was.
Borough officials want to thank our DPW for the work that they did.
Yes.
Through the whole thing, putting the signs up, taking the signs down,